This should be all the bits we need for putting the cross slide on. It doesn't have any adjustment on the gib by the looks of it. It just has these two fixings there. So that's all there is. But before we put that in, we've got to put these on. Trusty grease, and put a thin film in. Just got painted the other end. There we go. Right, I'm quite sure that one, it matches up with that washer. That's the washer we found on there and we took it apart, and that goes that end. This one comes in this end. Now, that was, and it perhaps still is, bent on the end there. I have straightened it some, but I think it's better than it was, but it's not perfect. But I'm wondering if this has been a new one that's been made for this, because there's signs of a keyway in there and there's nothing for that to match up with. So I don't know what the situation is with that. I think that goes onto there. I can't go on that one. A little bit in there, and a little bit in that end. Yeah, it's still a little wobbly, that end, but I don't think it's quite as bad as it was. We'll see. Right. Just for now, just so I don't get mixed up with anything, I'll put them there. And we can put this end on. So the lock nut that goes on after. Now we've got two, and the washer goes on the back. And this one comes on the front here. Now that's fiddly. Perhaps I should have put that in before. Unless I just let the apron down a little bit, then that'll go. Nice. Now the way that's set, I don't think there's any backlash in there at all. It's fine. Well, I think we can say that is done. Top slide. We can get that fitted. I think we'll change over now. Actually, I think I'm going to use some really light oil. Can add a little bit of grease in there. Okay. Now, if you remember when we took this apart, if you've seen that part or that video, we had mismatched nuts on there, and then we found there were mismatched nuts on either side of these. So what I've chosen to do is put the smaller ones underneath on these, where because of the way this fits, there's a notch in the top of the apron for the bolt for this to fit into, and it has to be the smaller size to fit that. The bigger one wouldn't fit, so I've put the smaller one on the other side. Plus, my thinking is this has with a larger surface area has better holding with the less amount of pressure being put on the spanner to hold it in position. Well, that's my thinking of it anyway. So, and this time I'm adding washers to these, hoping that it's going to be, yeah, that's all right. I didn't want them to sit proud, but it's only because I've painted those surfaces and I don't want the nuts to run against that painted surface. I'd rather than run against a washer on there. Now, just need to find right, top slide to put back together now. I'll give everything a nice coating of oil. Put those screws in. So, should be a case of that in there. Now this, let me just show you something here. There's a reason why there's a washer on there and not this side. Neither of them had washers when I took it apart, although I can't see any reason why they shouldn't have washers. But anyway, this one side I'm going to put the washer on, you'll be able to see it's got a much bigger hole in it. So I've decided to put a washer over that, just so it holds better. Slide the gib in. I don't want those absolutely locked down tight, do I? Okay. Right, tighten all that up after. That's as far forward as that goes. Let's see about getting this on. I think once it starts going, it'll go quite well. If I don't like the look of these, turn away. But there's no great force involved, so I still can turn that way. Doesn't seem to want to go in very far, does it? It will. It will. That's the larger end. So is that, so that'll go on that way. That's fine. That runs nice. Okay. The last thing to put on, I suppose, is the tool holder. This thing here. Now, I noticed they've done some repairs on this, because that looks like that's been drilled out and sleeved through. Okay. I wonder if these ones, as I said before, these perhaps for taps or possibly boring bars they could have had in there. That would have worked, wouldn't it? Anyway. So we can also see on this that that thread in there, it's a larger diameter than this one, so it was probably there was a different position back there for whatever they were doing. But that thread had obviously given up, so that sleeve was put on. So now it has to go in first. That will do. Now these were quite mushroomed as well, and I had to grind those to get them off. But they're fine now. A bit of oil on them. That, I would think, with the measuring tool, what size is that nut? Yeah, it's just over an inch. It's 28 mil, exactly. So I've got nothing to fit that, not that big. I'm quite sure. Not even that. Oh yeah, it's my gas bottle spanner. That fits. Anyway. Right. It's quite a chunky little lathe, isn't it? Really solid and sturdy. Okay, so the last thing to do this end is build the tailstock, which we'll do now.